out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. Weakness comes and goes, it goes, it goes. My weakness echoes in my soul. Oh, it echoes in my soul. My weakness comes and goes, it goes, it goes.
Hello and welcome to Stax' Game House. It's game number 4 today, and a very exciting one it will be because this is the quarterfinal of none other than the Superstars bracket. It's going to be one heck of a fight, and the games that we've been all wanting to see for quite a while now are going to be played here today. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to see today. But before we do that, I kind of want to talk a little bit about Stax' Game House itself. So for everybody who's watching, who doesn't exactly know what we do here at Stax' Game House, Black and Blue, would you like to sort of talk a little bit about what exactly Stax' Game House is?
Yeah, well, Stax' Game House is, well, one of the fastest growing communities already here for the Call of Duty mobile scene. And, well, if you guys really want to get your start in the pro scene, get your tournament portfolio, get your tournament experiences going, then, well, joining tournaments such as the ones held here by Stax' Game House, the previous one, and the one that we're doing right now, the Battle of Gamers, is exactly the way to do it. And so, guys, we're going to have lots of games today. We're going to have 2 best-of-3s, and, well, even before we go on to the schedule, I already know we're going to have lots of games to be really excited about.
Yeah, you mentioned the schedule. Let's take actually a quick look at that one. For all the viewers who want to know exactly when the dates of the tournament are going to be happening, we'll put it up on your screens right now. So as you can see, $600 prize pool here at the Battle of Gamers, and it's going to be the 4th day today. We still have a couple more days, which is going to be the semifinals, which is on August 15th. And the grand finals at August 16th. That's always going to be starting at 9 p.m. EST. So mark that on your calendars and at your schedule. So if you want to know more about today, though, we've got the bracket coming right up for you. Take a quick look at what we've got here today on the Superstars.
Well, for the Superstars, we played the Rising Amateurs yesterday. The day before that was the Superstars, wherein we now see the 4 teams that we're going to have playing today from the 2 best-of-3 matches. Seminole and Tribe are going to be our first game of the day. That's a best-of-3 series, and once again, on the other side of that, it's going to be Arsenal here, and ADS. I believe that should be Ace of Spades, rather. Not Ace, not ADS, ACS. But guys, of course, for more information, do check the YouTube description to find out any other information you want the guys to know about the Discords, the Game House, how to join. It's all in the description. Do check it out.
Yeah, we're about to start with this game, and it looks like it's going to be the game that everybody's been waiting for. So let's kind of break it down for the audience right here. Seminole versus Tribe. These are like the Goliaths, the Titans here. This could potentially feel like a grand final all on its own of a different tournament, or, you know, it's a whole different story, but we're going to be witnessing it here in the quarterfinals itself. Let's take a quick peek at sort of the teams and sort of talk a little bit about their previous performances. So Seminole and Tribe, both performing absolutely phenomenally in the games that they had previously to this, in absolute stomps, which were basically 3-0s all across the board here. And in terms of predictions, it's going to be absolutely difficult to do that whatsoever. So we do have a little bit of an upper hand when it comes to, I'd say, Tribe being a little bit more favored, but not by that much, because Seminole is also one of those teams that are very, very well known across the region here. Both of these teams, #1 rated teams in North America. So it's going to be so exciting to see all your favorite players. But you know, you guys at home, you guys might know more than us. You might have better predictions coming into this. Let us know what you think in the chat about who you think is going to take this one. And of course, we want you to all to check out all the stuff that we're putting out here at Stax's Game House. So if you want to be informed, if you want to be, you know, if you want to be updated on what we've got, make sure to check out the links on the Facebook page and on the Twitter. So Black and Blue, before we get into this match, I'm gonna get a quick impression right before we start, because we're about to dive in. What's your quick impression on this match? Do you have any predictions coming into this?
Oh man, it's really hard because Seminole and Tribe are both, you know, 2 of the top teams that we've had already in the tournament and in the NA region in general for Call of Duty Mobile. Of course, Seminole did beat Fears to get here, and those are definitely quite a tough opposing team to really be competing against with Tribe. Trying to beat, well, they actually did beat, what was the name? It was, let me check the brackets for a second. I believe it was Fortune. Yes, well, Tribe will find Sam there to start all off. Already in the game, actually. A 4v4 situation to start it all off, and Wally, he's trying to take control here of the top of the Grandma's house, and he does eventually find the frag onto Tectonic. Bolute is going to go down as well. It's going to be a 2v3 situation quickly off here.
Yeah, and easily getting that map control, leading us to a 2v3. Great start here for the side of Tribe. They've managed to make things great start for Seminole. They've put Tribe on the back foot, but remember, attacking side is still favored. They will be kind of happy with this trade because this is still very doable for the attacking side. So they will be now making their rotation here towards that A side, where they will be greeted by a number of members here from Seminole. They've got a really great crossfire setup, and they actually have no idea on the side of Tribe what they will be expecting. Zealous looking for that information, will not spot anyone just yet.
Well, they're actually quite close to each other now. They're rotating around as they're wrapping here into the B site. They're going to be holding the defense on the B site, and for the attacking side, well, they're going to be wrapping around towards the back of A, actually, and so they're not even going to get test this now. You can see they're playing a bit off a site here for the side of Seminole, and it seems like they want to go for a retake. If anything, they know they're going to be able to play in between, as Zealous is able to find Chalids. That's going to bring it down to a 1v3, and it's not going to look like to be in the favor here of Clout, as the bomb is already dropped way far from him. Molotov in his hand, 25 seconds left on the clock, and it's quickly taken down.
Ooh, one spray down right there, buying a little bit of time. Great work from him. The Molotov works in his favor, but he's going to get pushed right now. Cloud could win this. He doesn't. He gets denied, and Slothy is going to be taking the first round on the board. Really great work from him, but so close for the side of Cloud right there. He almost had that. The Molotov was a great idea. Able to isolate that 1v1. Just didn't get that final duel in the end.
Unfortunately for them, Slothy, definitely no sloth in that engagement. Quick on the trade, and he's able to secure the first round here for Seminole. Trophy systems down towards the B site, and you can see they're being very aggressive here, Seminole, to try and hold on to this B site, but it's actually the A site that Tribe is going to be attacking forwards, and so Tribe, they're able to get the bomb plant down here on the A site, and You're gonna try and contest it for now, but on the retake, it's not the best idea to do. Swag, though, he does find the frag, boosted up there on the Nero. Swag will go down. Sem High will go as well, and it's all gonna be in the hands here of Chalice and Bollywood to hold on to the site. But the bomb is being defused. It does seem like they're about to get it off safely, and they do as they take a second round now here, Seminole. Great defense by them, and the quick 2-0 start.
Yeah, great retake. Unable to, on the side of Tribe, unable to come up with quick enough response. They got locked out of their own side post plant here. They just were a little bit too far away from each other to be able to effectively trade. And the snappiness of the play. Oh wow! By the way, oh my God, this utility usage coming right here from the side of Seminole. It's perfect. They get 2 kills without even seeing anyone.
Cloud does get the bomb planted down, but even with Wally getting the proper position, he did not even see Cloud just prone down there getting the bomb planted down. That's going to be the plant, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, already a 2v3. This is very much so doable. Cloud does find Zealous.
Ooh, quick shot right there. Gonna miss just a little bit too high, but Cloud gets it in the end. Swag as well, gonna chime in, but he gets taken out. He gets the final kill rather, and the defuse is gonna come in here. 3-0 for the defensive side. Not really a side that we're used to seeing win this dominantly. Seminole, and it really looks like Tribe here can't really get a grasp onto this match. They're really failing to deal with the retakes of Seminole. Why do you think they're struggling so much, especially on the retake for the side of Tribe?
Well, Seminole has been great at the retake in general. You saw them there in the first round. They were playing offside, so they know exactly what they're doing. They know they don't have to necessarily contest this. They're confident in trying to go for the retakes, and that's exactly what Seminole have been doing. They've just been punishing Tribe here for going for the early picks, and well, as Cloud does go down, Tectonic's able to get the trade off, and it's now a 2v3 situation in the favor of Tribe, though. So this is their first real round where they really have a man advantage, and they can probably turn this around and potentially get a first round on the board for them. The bomb is going to get planted down towards the A site, and well, this is their chance to get a round on the board.
Yeah, the first real opportunity to take home a round. 3 for 2, 3 versus 2 in this round right now. Zealous looking for some picks. They're just playing a little bit slow because 30 seconds on the clock. They've still got a little bit of time to work with, but they got to make that decisive action soon. They got to play for those trades. But this crossfire right here is very, very set right here. The Zealous going down without a fight. They spot 3 members. They know where they all are, but how can you get this kill? Swag somehow manages ducking and sliding through, unable to get it, but he finds one in the end, though. Not able to get that kill, but he does manage to make it interesting enough. 1-3 now for Tribe as they finally secure a round for themselves.
Well, Swag is definitely able to make it look very stylish and very fancy, but in the end of it, when you come in a close situation like that, up close and personal, it's not really the best idea to have a sniper rifle in your hands, and he was punished for that exact scenario. And so 4v4 situation, made out 4v3. Great frags here by Tribe to find Seminole. It's actually going both ways. The 1v1 already, and Zealous is going to be against Challenge. Challenge, though, taken down to very low. He uses his utility. Zealous also about to do it, but the great pre-fire to find Childs. And so that's going to be the 4th round now for Seminole. What engagement we just had there towards the back alleys.
I'm not exactly very confident with what that decision Tribe did make right there. I like the idea that they wanted to go for more momentum, go for a fast push, catch the side of Seminole off guard. But I don't think that was entirely the right play. I think it would have been better if they built up a little bit of momentum by pushing a little bit slower, trying to get some more map control. Doing this kind of stuff against Seminole, who's always really ready. Not exactly sure that was the best idea. This was not the scoreline that we were expecting to see coming into this match. 4-1 to Seminole, and it seems like they're putting on a clinic on terms of the defensive side. Now, offense for them. Let's see what they've got in the bag.
They're doing quite differently, actually, how they're playing their attack versus the attack of Tribe. Here at the second half, you can see Seminole are actually taking it a lot slower. I understand why Tribe really went for the super rush, though, on their very final round of the half, but you can see Seminole trying to employ an entirely different idea and philosophy. Bollywood and Cloud, they're able to reap the benefits of that as they find high-end swag. So already 2 frags being found here, so Tribe in a good position.
3v5. It's a difficult situation for Seminole. Finally, Tribe able to make a good stand. They're starting with 2 members down for the side of Seminole. It's going to be a very tough round to come back from. This should be theirs any day, but Having said that, it's never very black and white here, as NIP Slothy does manage to get a pick off right there onto Challenge, bring us down to a 4v2. It is still a doable round. They do have the bomb in their no, they don't. They do have the bomb in their possession. Going to fight for it right now. Slothy getting one traded out, but it's a double spray down from Tectonic, and he actually manages to close out that round and get a second on the board for Tribe. What a great crossfire setup.
Tectonic shaking the earth, and well, he entirely demolishes the last two remaining duo there for Seminole. Great play there by Tectonic, and Tribe do at least half the deficit that was initially given to them at the half by Seminole. So let's see how they're going to play this out. A bunch of nades have been thrown out here towards the A site, and they're just going to try and chime in with some mortar fire by their hands. Bollywood, though, he's able to find Wally. Wally trying to slide in, but he does get found. Tribe able to find a second frag here, and that is now, once again, 3 early pickoffs this time as Slothy goes down. A great start here for Tribe, and they're about to just go flawless. Nero does go down to stop that, but Swag already quite low in a 1v4 situation. Not the best position to be in, too.
Yeah, he's wide open in mid. He could get peeked from like a million different angles here. It's such a risky play here. Almost getting one right there, but he gets shot from the side, like we said. And that's going to be another round on the board. 4-3 Tribe. It seems like both these teams are much more effective at the defensive side. And they're making that work really well. I wanted to point out Tribe, they seem to be the kind of team that's not afraid to push on the defense. And that's why I think they're really catching Seminole off guard here, because they've been taking map control really effectively, especially Bolu, who has been, lurking out and pushing out, getting that information, getting those kills. Speaking of kills, already pushing into the side really quickly. Swag gonna get that kill onto Cloud, and Challenge getting another one to call it onto Wally, but Swag going down in the end, and Challenge finding a second in the round, ending the round so immediately, so quick. And it's a 4-4 scoreline. Game is now tied, and we are now fighting for match point.
We are neck and neck here, and this is exactly the scoreline we were initially expecting. It's nice to see it here now in the second half as Seminole and Tribe both 4 apiece. As he said, 1 away from match point. Initially, A seems to be like the hot place of engagements, but now it seems like Seminole are actually going to go for a different approach. Take it a bit slower. Going to play here from the back of the granny's house, and it seems like they're going to go through the secret passageway behind of it. So let's see if they're going to take the shortcut and through towards the B site, if they're going to even go for the B site here, but they are closer to it, and they do know that Tribe like to defend here than the A site entirely. They like to stack it a lot, and they typically just play one defender here towards the B site on convenience store, but Swag trying to go for the pre-fire is not finding anything yet, though.
Yeah, we'll attempt to get a quick wall bang in. Almost finds it. Very, very close, though. Just not really able to find the connection that he wanted. And slowly but surely, Seminole inching towards that A site, finding some information, working as a unit here. I'm trying to figure out where exactly the members of Tribe are posted up, but they haven't really found much success, haven't really found much information. Having to go in blind. Wally gets one. No, he fails to get one. Will be traded out. This is high. He's still alive here, but he finally finds that trade that he wanted, which will allow them control over the A site. It opens it up for them, and the push is good for the side of Seminole right now. What a way to entry.
They do get the bomb planted down, and in a 4 versus 2 situation, rejects it there for a second. Tribe not in a great position to try and go for the retake here. With only 2 members alive, A is really hard to take, especially now with the hold being shown here by Seminole. You're going to have to try and pass through the bakery, but right around the corner, Slothy is waiting with a rocket in hand. He's going to blow him up and himself. They both go down quite spectacularly, but with Nero here on the retake, 15 seconds left on the clock, I don't think this is doable, really. This is a done deal, and Seminole are going to take it in match point.
I like that play I like that play from sorry, was that Slothy? Yeah, Slothy. Technically it's actually against the rules on this tournament to grenade suicide, but since that wasn't a grenade, that was a rocket launcher, I think it might just come through. But it was a good play, because knowing that even if he dies getting that, he still has a massive man advantage. Just getting that kill is so worth it, and that's exactly what we saw. But quick pick right here. Nero sliding in, will be taken down. Tectonic will rock his world. Now it's going to be Slothy. He's trying to find an opening pick here. Gets one. In fact, Challenge going down without a fight here. Now it's a 2v2. Somehow they managed to bring it back, but the rocket launcher's doing some work in the back lines now. Slothy in a lot of trouble, and they're finally going to get it. Seminole taking the first game of the series 6-4.
What a great start here by Seminole to take a commanding lead and the start of it, and well, they're going to get to map number 1. Of course, this is Search and Destroy. We're going to move on over to map number 2 in just a second. Crash on Hardpoint, and that's going to be an entirely different story here with Seminole and Tribe well, these are the top two teams pretty much in NA, so a very, very hot fight that we're seeing right now, and a very close one as well, just as we expect.
Yeah, look at this. Swag right here, getting 10 kills. On the other side, Cloud actually did really well. He started off the game quite hot. He got a lot of kills at the start with 11, but then slowing down in the end. Tribe really starting to struggle towards that last half, despite the fact that they built so much momentum going into the second half of that game. So, it just goes to show you how quick things can switch up in the game of Call of Duty Mobile. But speaking of things that can switch really quickly, we have got Hardpoint up next. So talking about the Hardpoints, it's a different kind of game mode completely. And this is one of those maps where you really got to work together, as a team in terms of taking down points together, knowing when to rotate, when to take down another, when to give it up. What should we expect to see here from Tribe? What can they do to maybe do a little bit better here on the second map?
Well, both of these teams are very experienced, but of course, Tribe, they really need to, I think, even more so than in Search and Destroy, they really need to get their calls ready. Whoever is doing their calls right now, their IGL and their in-game leader, it is up to him to be like, okay, let's hold this hard point. Okay, no, let's rotate. Let's go back into cafe. Let's go back into blue. Let's go back into the top spawn and hold there from instead, because we know once this current point is done, it's going to flip on over to our side and we can hold that. It's going to be up to that. The minute-to-minute calls, the second-to-second calls when a hard point is up and when it's about to go down, that is what is going to be the factor here. And really, when it comes to it, Tribes, they're one of the most experienced teams in NA, but so is Seminole, so it's definitely not any competition to scoff at. What is going to happen here, though, is we're going to see both teams trying to really outplay each other, and at the end of it, well, it might just be, I feel we're going to get a map number 3.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, coming into the second map, we've previously seen a lot of turnarounds, a lot of upsets here, but we've seen a lot of 2-0s as well. So it's all 50-50 up in the air. We didn't really get to properly make predictions earlier on, so I guess this would be the best time to do it now. So I'll ask you really quickly, Black and Blue, who are you feeling for game number 2? Who do you think is going to come out for the big 2-0 or 2-1 at the end?
Well, Tribe are definitely not going to let that one pass easily, so I do think they're going to come out here on map number 2 with a strong start. It's going to be pulled back, although, of course, by Seminole. They're going to make it close, but in the end, I think Tribe are going to take a map number 2 here to bring us to a map number 3, where really it's anybody's game.
I think that we're going to see an upset. I think we're going to see an upset, and it's going to be a 2-0 because everybody expected close 2-1. And I think Tribe just not really performing. Like, you see most of the members, a lot of the members of Tribe actually doing well. A couple of them having a quiet game. Not going to single anybody out just yet because it wasn't exactly a terrible performance from anybody. But it just seems like the synergy has been a little bit off. So maybe it's a communication issue. Maybe, I don't think it's nerves because these guys are pros. These guys know exactly what's up. So maybe it's like a mentality thing. There's some days when you just kind of wake up and, you're just not feeling it. You're not hitting your shots. And that might be the case of what we saw here today, but just goes to show the importance of routines like warm-ups and the mentality aspect. These are things that you can't really put into quantitative terms. You can't always decidedly say the reason why they lost is because they weren't feeling hot today, but that does actually come into play, doesn't it?
It definitely does, but if you're not landing your shots, there's nothing you can really do about that. How you can compensate for that, though, of course, is with your calls, with your strategies, and that, the game sense part of it is something that should never really falter. There's no reason for you guys to be like, oh, I'm not really making the right calls, because really that's the one you should focus on. Of course, the mechanical skill and the individual plays do come into factor, but sometimes it just doesn't work for you that way. You're not feeling, your hand is not hot, you're too cold, you're not warmed up yet, and so it's really the calls that are going to come out here. So in that case, that means the individual roles are going to come into such a big factor. We're going to need the anchor for both of these teams rather, to really hold down the hard points and know when to okay guys, let's give this up, and as well as the IGL, we're gonna find out now, though. I think the game is about to get underway in just a second.
We're just kind of waiting for one more player to get ready, but before that, because we're still waiting for one guy, I do want to quickly ask everybody, what about you viewers at home, whoever who's watching, if you're just chilling, if you're just hanging loose over there, let us know who you think is going to be coming out with game number 2, because we love to see that support, whether you're for Tribe, make some noise, or whether you're for Seminole. Just tell us all about it in the chat, and of course make sure to like, subscribe, and follow as we dive straight into the game, because we're ready to go here and game number 2. It's going to be Seminole in the lead against Tribe, who is sitting back at 0 point right now. Can this be a turnaround, or will Seminole make this a clean 2-0?
A quick found there by Chalios to find Toso, and well, the hard point is already being controlled here early and quick by Tribe. 10-point lead immediately, but a contest, of course, coming from Seminole. Of course, Tribe did spawn a bit closer to it, although it was right here in the middle by the pillars, and so Bolut is him pushing up very aggressively. Tectonic's actually able to find a triple kill in his way, so great start up there by Tectonic to secure early control here for Tribe. It is being contested, and as the barriers do go down, that's going to help at least Seminole try and retake the site here on the hard point by pillars.
Yeah, 11 points already on the board, but it's a very, very close one. Now they're dead even here, as Seminole currently hold this point very, very tightly, though. They will lose it for a second. Now 15-13, as Cloud here holding up this this tower angle is able to find one beautiful use of the Molotov, almost finds another one with a rocket launcher. Not going to be able to connect that completely, but he does manage to apply a lot of pressure for his team. Now find him to the Zealous. He's going to be trying to work the back lines here. Going to go for that spray down. Not going to find it just yet, but will finally close the deal. Will get traded out in the end by Chalice, though, and now it is Chalice still. He'll be wanting to come back after that one.
Well, the hard point right now is on the bottom of the tower, and so whoever controls the top floor of that is going to be able to see anybody who's coming their way. So he's going to drop down in, and he's going to find a frag as well onto Clouds there, and that's going to give him at least an opening to try and secure it back. But Tribe are already with a more than 20-point lead, and it doesn't seem like anybody near from Seminole is going to be able to contest that even. It seems like you've been giving up this point, and you're going to wait for the next one to spawn up.
Yeah, already so many points now going in the way of Tribe. They're looking so much better than we saw them earlier on, but still they need to be decidedly much better in order to secure this game. They want that momentum. They want to win this game by a large margin if they want to really feel up going into the next one. But here, look at this long-range spray down here from High. He's not going to find anybody just yet, but being a nuisance, staying alive, he gets one in the end, somehow facing 4, coming up on top, will get traded out in the end, and Bolu is Soso rather is the one who manages to take him down, I think. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't Soso in the end. I think it was Nero.
I think so, but even with the hard point switching, it was quickly taken control of by Tribe. Seminole, though, they're able to take it back for just a second, but a quick stop being put out here by Tribe, and they're going to retake control of it. It's actually being contested. A great Molotov by Tectonic to stop that from happening as well. Slothy's going to get found, and, well, Seminole retake the site here, the hard point, rather, here in the shop.
Wow.
It seems like they have a good hold on it.
What is going on exactly? Tribe currently locking down everything, not really allowing Seminole to have any breathing room. They're being choked out of points. They're being locked out of every angle. They're not really having any opportunities. Whenever they get some kind of control here, it's only bits and pieces and scraps. This now, however, could be something really worthwhile for Seminole. This is finally a good chance for them to get some points back on the board. 41-79. How likely is it that they hold on to this? It looks like they will for the remainder of the hard point.
Well, they're right to guess which new hardpoint was going to come up, and that's the bottom spawn house here. Soso was the first one there, and he was able to secure it a bit for Seminole. And Seminole only 5 points away from catching up here from Tribe. As Tribe trying to make their way in. Actually, the great flank, great respawn back up here coming from Seminole. The reinforcements able to help them out, but Tribe are now able to actually retake the site for themselves, and it's actually being contested by both teams. It's being switched around, rather, and so not more than even 10 points a lead coming out here for both teams, as it just keeps on switching back and forth and who controls the hard point, really. But it does seem like with just 10 seconds left on the hard point, Tribe are going to hold it for now, and Seminole are just going to try and go for the next one, and they do believe it's going to be going here to the house on the top spawn, so they're going to be holding it prematurely already. So when it does flip on over to their side, they're going to take control of it early, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to be able to catch up some points because of that.
So operators right now are in action. You just saw Soso actually getting a double kill with Annihilator right there. See how they can actually utilize this. Maybe we'll be seeing those shields come out here, but Wally getting that nice spray down here, surviving. Not a lot of HP left on him. In fact, you know, a strong Gale Force wind could actually knock him out, but managing to stay alive somehow, holding this map control, holding this alley for his team. And it looks like Seminole will finally bite back with some points of their own. Tribe getting a little bit nervous here because their lead's starting to slip, because at the moment, Zealous still standing strong here, not allowing anybody to go up that ladder room. Soso goes seeing through the smoke, pushes through it, gets a kill with a shotgun, absolutely demolishes Chalice, but gets traded on by Bolu. Now Wally, he's gonna get taken down himself as well. And 105 to 107 is where we find ourselves. Now, Seminole have finally taken this back, and they're looking decidedly in the lead here.
They finally have. They're about 25 points over here, Tribe, and so as the hard point does switch back on over to Pillars, where we all started. A great find there by High to get a double kill on Nero and Bolute, and that's going to help contest things here towards mid. And Tribe, well, they do have control of the hard point for now, but Seminole are well on their way to try and retake this. They're going to regroup for a second, and they're going to make their initial push. Coming up here now, Tectonic with a Annihilator in hand. They're going to be coming actually from bottom spawn. Nero's able to find a frag of his own. Tectonic finally finding a frag with that Annihilator, and Challenge, that's going to be his second now, as the score is only 10 points away and dropping down. Tribe are well on their way to equalizing this scoreline all up. They're going to try and contest it here, Seminole, but for now, Tribe do have a better hold on this than Seminole does, but it's already flipped. Seminole do take the point, and with 15 seconds left, they can bleed it out for points for just a bit. No cover here, and Shields, though, trying to push in. He does find the second frag. Actually, no, he doesn't. Wally somehow survives through that. 5 seconds left on the point. It's going to be heavily contested, and we're about to go into our very final point of the game.
Yeah, it is one last point. Do or die for both of these teams. 135 to 130. Nothing really separating them. Shields right now on the hunt, getting one. It's Nero actually who gets a triple in the end, somehow managing to do it. Shields still going for it, getting the spray down, not landing anything in the moment, but still looking for that spray down. Finally gets it after much work here, looking for a second one, and he does. Landed with a Cordite in his hand. He ends the lives of 2 members in a row. Now Nero trying to do some work, will secure it, putting down that Molotov here, trying to get his vibe on, trying to get that map control. Nobody able to push him. 144 to 143. Things are getting closer and closer for Tribe. Just 4 points left of the leading, but the points been taken back, and somehow they managed to hold on to it. Tribe 148. 2 more points is all they need, and I think they're gonna get it. They do. Tribe make the comeback last second and survive, and currently keep their chance of going to the grand final alive here against Seminole.
Definitely so, and Tribe, exactly the start that I expected from them. You know, coming in here, they started really strong. Seminole, although, as I said, they're going to make it really, really close, and that's exactly what they did. But Tribe come away with map number 2, and Rel now coming into domination on map number 3. It is really anybody's game. Tribe, though, very good job to secure map number 2. That final point was really heavily contested. Could have went either way, but in the end, the Tribe came out on top. Seminole, though, very valiant effort coming here, map number 2. The map number 3, they're going to come out hungry and ready.
Yeah, indeed. See if we can see a third game going into Seminole's way, or will it be Tribes? It's going to be absolutely very, very close here. Going to be tough to call. I think that Tribe have shown that they are capable of making that comeback. And, you know, it has been a back and forth kind of scenario for both of these teams. So, well, what do you think, Black and Blue? How do you think this is going to go?
Well, honestly, man, this could go any other way. Of course, we're going to be playing another respawn game mode. And while Tribe did win this respawn game mode here on 2 Hardpoint, Domination is a bit different, although it's quite more similar to the second game mode that we just played right now, Hardpoint over Search and Destroy, which Seminole did win. Both games are really close, though, with the first one ending at 64, and this one, well, barely more than 5 points of a lead for either team. And so, man, it's so hard to tell. I don't even want to make a prediction just in case some of you guys might think I'm trying to pull one on you, but honestly, I think I'm going to say Tribe.
Yeah, Tribe is it's so rough, especially with how that last game goes. You get people who are absolutely on fire. You get Nero, who just went absolutely ham in the last few seconds. I think it was 2 triples that he got at the end. Triple kill after triple kill, just making that work for his team, making it rain, and all the flanks is absolutely amazing. What a game we just saw on our hands. Nero really showing us that despite not being the MVP, he brought those last few clutch seconds down for his team. I'm so excited to see some more. But you know, I'd say Seminole, they need to come back. They need to mental reset, because after that, I'd be shook, man. Like, coming up from a significant lead, a close game, and a dominating first game, what do you got to do mentally if you're Seminole right now?
Well, for Seminole especially, I mean, you know, when you have Nero, when they got Nero just bringing the entire team down, and he is a player that shows up. That is what both teams need, actually. Although they might not be your technically like your top fragger, but individual plays really do go a long way to bring it back here. And just to remind you guys, it is already 1-1. So we're going to be moving into our very final map here with Seminole versus Tribe, and this is the game a lot of you guys have been waiting for, of course. So I know you guys are excited to get this map number 3 underway. We're about to, actually, in just a second, as all players have finally readied up. We're about to head on over to firing range for domination. And let me ask you, Illustrato, what is going to be your prediction?
Oh man, this is, you know what, I don't want to disagree with, I think Tribe is looking hot right now. After winning a game like that, you got to have that momentum. You got to feel, you know, you got that rhythm building up inside you. You got that war drums playing in your ear, because like you're thinking, if you're going to get those triples like that at the end of the last game, you're pumped. And I feel like in a game, in a map like firing range, when you're in the zone, there's really nothing like it. So I think, you know, I think Tribe, I think they got this in the bag, man. I think they got this. But no bias. I think Seminole's going to make it very close. But for real, I think Tribe are going to just inch away at the very end as well.
I think, actually, that, you know, Tribe, they might even actually go down here to Seminole. I believe that, like, Seminole, they're so formidable, man. They're such a hot-handed team where they can just go on a killing spree. So I do believe, actually, Seminole might even start off even better here than Tribe. They might go really hot and in to try and bring a map number 3 back. So they might even go up in terms of points early on versus Tribe. But I think in the long run, especially when it comes to the second half here in domination, of course, this is 75-75, so you need 150 points total. When you come into the second half, I believe that Tribe might probably take it off and take map number 3, even though if Seminole does take the first half. I think that's how it's going to go. Seminole first half, Tribe, though, will get the second half in their pocket.
Yeah, well, I do actually want to point out a couple of things. So Tribe is actually known to be one of the better, you know, they're really strong. They're really good on a map like firing range. It suits their play style. It's something that they're very comfortable with. And you have the fact that they're feeling hot right now, especially after that win on Hardpoint. And you have the fact that they're very comfortable on a map like firing range. I think this is just magic waiting to happen. This is going to absolutely explode coming into this, but we're just about ready to get into the third game any second now, and I think we're ready for it. Let's do it. Let's dive right in. It's going to be game number 3, Seminole versus Tribe. Tribe currently tying up the scoreboard with that amazing win from Hardpoint here as we go into the first quarterfinal of the day here at the Superstars bracket.
Well, guys, this is the time to like, share, and of course, tell everybody about this stream as we're going through the final game of this best of 3 series, and it is really an intense one. Let's kick things off. Seminole versus Tribe. Score is 1-1. And you guys, definitely, we're about to see a very exciting game here on firing range. Domination coming off. B is actually being really taken quite quickly by Tribe. They just bum rush it. Smokes down, no cover even, and they just take it with a good commanding lead here to start it off.
A really risky play right there from Tribe. It pays off right here, and Bolu going for that spray. I'm getting one to Slothy. Now Soso chiming out with 1 kill of his own, looking for that control in the back, but he does get taken off. Now Trailer, a little bit uncontested. Nobody really hard controlling it at the moment. Now High looking for that, but he doesn't get taken down as well. And currently the B position uncontested. Seminole shook. They do not know how to respond to this at the moment. They're grasping for something.
They're going here behind the firing range, behind the trailer. They're trying to take some map control, because as Tribe just took B immediately, that's going to give up a lot of map control, a lot of presence here on the firing range, and so that's going to quite hamper their ideas and what they're trying to do here. They're going to be spawning as well on the bottom, and well, Tribe actually have a good position to try and take Alpha against them. Of course, you're going to try and stop that from happening. That's exactly what's going to happen, but Clout and Nero both chime in for a double kill, and they're now being dominated. Red all across the board, and Tribe are going to give up. C, it does seem, what, Tectonic not going to make that easy here for Seminole. And Seminole, they're going to go down. They're still going to hold on to the Charlie point, and Alpha as well is going to be in their pocket, continuing the domination that they've started.
Beautiful Molotov right here. Cloud going for the spray down. Gonna get one, but not more than that. He does find some, though, and manages to buy some more time, holding on to that triple cap a little bit strongly here. Seminole grasping the straws here, looking for control over A. They will manage to somehow get it, but they will be allowed, though, because they are currently desperate for points. 15-53. It's a very big lead here. Even Tectonic looking for that long-range spray down all across the field here. Gonna be desperate to find something, because they need to double something soon. Anything.
Well, Clout does find a double kill there, and well, quite a commanding lead already taken early on here by Tribe. They're trying to push in, and well, Childs is able to take control here of A. If he can find this frag on the Wally especially, he's going to be free and ripe for the taking, and that's exactly what's going to happen, as they're trying to retake C, but Tribe are not going to let that happen quite so easily. So Seminole will eventually come out on top. A double cap here, at least for either side, and it's going to go flip each other's sights. A and C have been flipped now for Seminole and Tribe. As they do that, though, their spawns are still favoring the other, and so Tribe do take the first half, and that was not the start I was expecting. But
Yeah, that was so quick. Tribe chiming in, getting the double cap straight off the bat, so confident. And that's what you get when you're really feeling it. You know, they didn't hesitate at all. They went for the B. Didn't see a lot of resistance there. They actually controlled it so quick. Seminole unable to, you know, come back from that situation. And speaking of, Soso going down, getting one in the end, though. But Shields does pick up a melee kill onto Slothy, but Bolu going down as well. Now it could be B in contention here. Slothy looking for another one. He does find one, though. In the end, he gets a kill on the Shields, but the Annihilator has now been pulled out by Wally, looking for some kills here on the side of Tin, but will be unable to find anything as B still looks to be uncontested.
I think Seminole do have to take control here of Tin, or at least Trailer. If they can take control of Wood, that'd be great, as well as they don't have control of B, and they really need those extra points so that it can help bleed out for the other team. Now, as Seminole are trying to take Alpha, this is a great play, though. If they can secure this, then they might just flip the spawns here for Seminole, and well, Tribe, they're going to retake Charlie in return, and so that's going to switch things out. B, though, not being controlled by anybody yet, and so here on the top of Tin, as Tribe are holding it, they're well on their way to be able to control that. That's exactly what they're going to do. There's nobody here for Seminole to even contest this, and they're going to take proper control here of Bravo once again.
Yeah, the Annihilator is doing so much work. Cloud getting so many kills as well. Hunter Drones finally being able to do some work. Bolu getting two on his own, but Childs looking to get a one of his own. He does pick up one, and everybody now from Tribe actually is going to go down in the end. This is a good sign for Seminole, but can they convert? Can they take a point here? But in the end, though, it looks like Seminole will be going for B instead, but it's going to be a reverse here because Tribe's going to go for A in response. They're not letting anything go.
Is this Uno? They're using the flip card and reversing on each other. Bravo is being taken out by Seminole, and this is the first time they're really trying to go for an execute on that, but Tribe are going to have something to say. Estella is able to find a double kill with his Annihilator. He's going to try at least make something happen here for the side of Seminole. Maybe with that opening kill, they can probably try and take another point, but they still are not in the position to do so. They were not in the position to capitalize on the frags being found there by Zealous, and so Tribe are going to continue this tirade as they've already taken quite a even more commanding lead, 60 points over Seminole. Seminole are going to almost even lose Charlie Point there, but Tribe, stop that for now.
Tribe need a triple cap. They're absolutely desperate. They need to find a triple cap if they want a chance to stay in this game. It's not over yet, but it's getting very, very close to it being over. They've got a good start. They've gotten C, but they need to get A and B as soon as humanly possible because right now it's just not working out for them. Seminole, they cannot rest. They cannot chill because Tribe, they're relentless at the moment. They're not giving them any space to breathe, pushing in all over the place. Tectonic looking for something to work with here, and they might actually get A in response, so that's a good potentially double cap. No will be denied despite the fact that Hero gets two. It's not enough to get them the cap here, and they might just lose C as well. Could it be a triple cap here for Tribe? It's going to be absolutely brutal if they do. Could be game over, and yes, it's going to be a triple cap. Tribe gets a third one. They might lose A, but it's not going to matter in the end. 6 points left, 5 points, and I think this is going to be the end here. Tribe will be taking this final game of the series over Seminole in a 2-1 victory. Amazing work from Tribe, coming back strong from that first game that they lost quite handily.
Very valiant effort, but in the end, it was Tribe to come out on top. And what a start by Tribe, especially on that first half. Immediately bum rushing Bravo and getting a great hold, holding it from 10, getting great crossfires, and ultimately just winning all the aim duels to be able to hold on to the double cap that they initially took quickly, and then the triple cap, which they held for so long. They dominated Tribe for so long with the triple cap that it wasn't even funny anymore because, you know, Tribe, they got such a early commanding lead in the first half. It's so hard to come back from that in second when they do that without having a triple cap of your own. And so Seminole, very valiant effort, but they're going to be kicked out of the bracket now because of Tribe's tirade, and the Tribe, the clan, are going to be moving on to the finals here of the Superstars bracket.
Yeah, as you just mentioned the bracket, let's actually get ready and take a quick look at it. We're about to show it to you in just 1 second because Tribe did actually advance, and here it is on your screen. Tribe advancing now. They're going to be facing whoever wins next against Arsenal or Ace of Spades. It's going to be one or the other, and we'll be waiting for them on the other side of Rising Amateurs. It will be Yukio Esports versus Easy Money. So if you want to know when that will be happening, let's take a quick look at our schedules right now before we go into a break. So if you want to know when the grand finals is coming up, it's going to be on August 16th, and the semifinals is going to be on the 15th. So in the meantime, that's it for us for now because we got to catch our breath. That match was insane. So again, my name is Illustrado, and joining me is the amazing Black and Blue. We'll be back in just a second with a second series of the day. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that browser.
I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. Echoes in my soul. My weakness comes and goes. It goes, it goes. My weakness echoes in my soul. Oh, it echoes in my soul. My weakness comes and goes. It goes, it goes.
right, welcome back. It is Stax's Game House here, in which you find yourselves in the loving arms of some amazing Call of Duty mobile players and us, your casters. My name is Illustrato. Joining me on this desk is none other than Black and Blue, and we just witnessed Tribe wake the heck up. Get that double cap onto B, get that cap onto B early on, and start the steamrolling train all the way to the end of the match, taking over a victory against Seminole and leading them into the semifinals. What an amazing game that we just saw, but we're not done just yet because we still have an amazing matchup coming your way. It's got to be Ace's Spades versus none other than Arsenal. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it as we take a quick look into the bracket. So Black and Blue, what do we got on our hands in this upcoming match?
Well, it's kind of really hard to tell what Arsenal really are going to bring here into the semifinals for the Stacks Gamehouse, well, the quarterfinals actually, because the team that they went prior to against was versus Knives Only, who, while are an amazing team in their own right, of course, they were playing in a kind of different position than most of the teams would be here, and so on the other side, though, we do have Ace of Spades, and these guys have been 2-0ing teams left and right and been stomping their way through almost every tournament we've had here at Stax's Gamehouse. They did so in Laser Tag as well, apparently, and so in Celestial, their previous opponents, to come here to fight Arsenal, that's exactly what they did as well. So, in reality, I think if I'm going to have to make a prediction, since we didn't see too much for Arsenal yet, I have to go with Ace of Spades, and with their track record, I'm going to say it might just be a stomp once again. It might be a 2-0. With each game, they might be close, but at the end of it, it's probably going to be a 2-0, I think, in my idea.
I'm not going to disagree with you because from what we've seen historically speaking, to be honest, Ace of Spades, every time we've seen them, every single game is a 2-0. I think they've won every single game ever since Laser Tag, and they haven't dropped a single map ever since then. So in terms of tournaments, they haven't really dropped anything. The only map that they lost was from, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and feel free to correct me on this, it was a disqualification because they accidentally used the Molotov or something like this when Laser Tag didn't allow Molotovs. But regardless of the point, they have been so dominant lately. I just don't see Ace of Spades taking a loss to anybody other than maybe Tribe coming into the later stages. But what about you, ladies and gentlemen at home? Let us know what you think. If you think that it's going to be Ace of Spades coming out of this on top, or will it be Arsenal? And if you want to join these amazing competitions, Black and Blue, how do the people watching at home participate and join these amazing Call of Duty mobile tournaments?
It's very easy. Just check out the YouTube description. You're going to see all the information that you need there. Join the Discord at Stax's Gamehouse, a very fast-growing community. Over 1,000 members already in under a month. Well, just over a month, actually. And so that is impeccable growth. That is great growth for a community. And guys, if you want to be part of these top-tier tournaments, some of the best tournaments you can join here for Call of Duty Mobile anywhere in the world, then Stax's Gamehouse is your place to do it.
Yeah, for reals, I've been watching this community grow. We've been there since like day one when they put out that Laser Tag, and to see the growth of this community is just absolutely amazing. From the people watching at home to the people at the back end making things work, everything has been growing so nicely and naturally. It really feels like one of those communities that is bound to, go farther and farther. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. But speaking of seeing more of it, if you want to see more amazing stuff from Stax's Gamehouse, make sure to check out the final days, which is the semifinal and the grand final, which we'll be showing on your screens right now. We have a $600 prize pool, and we also got the grand final coming to you on the August of 16th. So mark that, as well as the semifinals, which is happening on the 15th. So join the Discord server. You can see the link right there on your screens.
Yes, in the semifinals, we're going to have, everything all sorted out. So when we come to the grand finals, we're going to find the Superstar bracket, come up against the Rising Stars. Who is going to come out on top? Very exciting, and you don't normally see that in a tournament format. So, Stax's Gamehouse, you have not just great competition, but very unique formats and tournaments as well, where you see some competitions and some scenarios that you wouldn't typically see. Like, in what tournament would you see a match like Arsenal versus Knives Only, rather? And so, in what tournament will you see Rising Stars come up against, the Superstars already, the definitive, top teams in the scene? And so, this is very exciting to look forward to already. Remember, guys, mark the date. August 15th and 16th is when we're going to be doing it.
I think the only tournaments that I've ever really seen sort of go through the similar playstyle is when we talk about like Legends, in like CS:GO and in other games that they actually have Legends go up against the new guys. But it's not even like that. They do it quite differently. And so to do this sort of experimental sort of bracket, it's just really interesting to see all the levels of gameplay that you're starting to see, whether it's superstar teams, all female teams, whether it's just teams that are coming from different clans. We have all of that under one house, and that's Stax' game house. So make sure to join and hang out and drop a message if you want to be participating here. Do that through the Discord channel. So of course, let's talk a little bit about the upcoming game here. We haven't really seen Arsenal do that much, aside from their first game, which was yesterday. They are rising. They are a great team to look out for. So is Ace of Spades, who, interestingly enough, wasn't really considered a tier 1 team, but more of a tier 2 team, a top tier 2 team. And despite that, they have been doing so fantastically well. I think this is going to be one of the closer games that we're going to see today. And I think it's going to be one of the closest games that we've seen in the tournament. But I think it might still be a 2-0, so it's going to be a close 2-0, just like what we said earlier. It's going to be very hard to predict in the end. So let us know in the chat what you guys think. If you guys think it's going to be a 2-0, or is it going to be, a 2-1, and whether we're dead wrong or not, because we probably are. We're just the casters over here.
It's not like we control the outcome, but a 2-1 I think is also a very reasonable expectation. I still think Ace of Spades are going to go 2-0. Just because of their track record. But let's talk a bit about the players to look out for. I think for Arsenal, Evil is one of them. Who would you say for the side of Ace of Spades is a player that we can really look out for here?
Yeah, so for the side of Ace of Spades, we got a bunch of great players here. Last time we saw Makusu was absolutely on point. Forbid was absolutely insane. He was always getting like double kills, triple kills left and right. Really playing his role absolutely fantastically well. So I think they're actually bringing in a sub today. They might have one guy who is not exactly on the roster. I'm gonna double check that with the production crew. So whoever's who's listening, make sure to let me know if we actually got this right, because I think they're bringing in a sub. I think they're missing. Who are they missing?
I don't even know how to. Oh, okay. I was about to say I don't even know how to pronounce that guy's last name. Whoever joined that lobby. Full of shurikens of a name, but
no, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It's Smoke who's coming in. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and one last chance for this final prediction here. I'm gonna give you one more opportunity to change your bet. 2-0. You say? Are you gonna stick with that, Black and Blue?
Yep, I'm sticking that, and I'm nailing my heart to the cross, and laying that scoreline is where I'm going to be really riding on, because I do believe that Ace of Spades, they're gonna take us out of that. They're gonna clean this up with a straight flush, if I may say so. But Arsenal, of course, not going to make it easy. I think the individual games are going to be close, but I think at the end of it, Ace of Spades are going to take both of them.
Yeah, they have been absolutely on form here, but let's find out whether they can keep that form up as we go into the final series of the day. It's the quarterfinals here at Stax' Game House. Ace of Spades on the blue side and Arsenal over on red. So let's go right now. It's going to be Search and Destroy, map number 1.
I'm super excited. We have seen Search and Destroy bring very, very close games, but of course, Search and Destroy is quite different from the next 2 game modes if we ever get to the third. So, whatever happens here on map number 1, it might be an entirely different story, but that is a tower of offense being shown there. Shadow's gonna find the frag on Smoke, and as they do stack on top of the tank, what a play we just saw by Arsenal. Definitely living up to their name, and Ace of Spades already gonna have to go on a retake here in a 4v5 and a 4v3, actually a 3v3, as it goes either way. 3 versus 2 now in the favor of Arsenal, and the retake here for Ace of Spades. They're gonna have to push through a Smoke blindly, but a frag being found by Ace of Spades. Forbidden Mason YouTube as well. It's gonna be Evil last stuff alive. It's all on him. No trades coming in though, and that's gonna be a quick early round 1 for Ace of Spades. A great job on the retake. They're able to do it in a 2v3 too.
Yeah, what a good retake. I like the idea. I like the strategy coming up right there from Arsenal to go for that early push. It works out for them initially. They actually get another pick from the top of tank, but nobody there to trade that player who was standing on top of it. If I'm not mistaken, it was Mason who was standing on top of the tank, but gets one, unable to get any more than that. And ever since then, the crossfires just started falling apart. So great work with the opening idea, but just not, and the follow through just missing a little bit. So more quick plans coming in right here. Ace of Spades going to go for those retake situations. So now we'll try to see if they can break through as Vague getting that opening pick onto Mason right here. Another player dropping, and it's going to be bringing us to a 4v3 situation. Hakuna Matata not so careless now, as he does definitely secure that advantage for his team, or rather bring it back, but not for long, as it's now a 2v3. Hakuna Matata trying to make another shutdown play happening here, pulling out the pistol, but will be taken out right there by Vague, and it's all up to Smoke, who is left in a 1v3.
It's up to Smoke, but he is going to be instantly vanished here by Vague, as he does find a pick on him. Tying it all up, 1-1. Arsenal do take that round off of another quick rush onto the A side and a quick plant as well. Ace of Spades, I think they're going to start to catch on here, and I think they're going to commit more members towards holding, or if not holding, being able to quickly retake the A site. You're going to drop a trophy system here in the A site, so that does seem like Smoke wants to hold this down, especially here in square. And so he's going to get quickly found, though. What a peek there by Shadow to find that. And another early plant going to come down for Arsenal. It's going to be Ace of Spades on their back for the retake.
I'm surprised they didn't put more players on the A, because they know that Arsenal have been hitting this time and time again. But a retake situation right now happening, 3v3, as they have the play field has been leveled. Exampi gets a kill onto Makusa right there. Now Asta trying to just hold this crossfire setup. It's going to be a tight one, as Forbid finally coming in from the back. A little bit too late to avenge his fallen brother right there, but has to make things work somehow. Looking for the flank, but not going to be finding anybody. Now Forbid trying to slowly creep away. Will he get away? He does, actually looking to repeat that angle, but he's going to be taken out in the end as Shadow closes the deal onto him, and he's been absolutely playing lights out here. 2-1 right now for Arsenal. They're currently in the lead, and they have been making this offense work for them.
Ace of Spades has to adjust here. They know Arsenal are going for the no mix-up, and just going to do the exact same thing again. You can see here TT Shadow. He knows exactly what he's going to do, as Shadow jumping up and over the tank. He does find a spray down, but he's not able to confirm it, actually. He's taken down very low. The trade might come in here, as Exempy is able to find a frag. Now it's actually going to go in the favor of Ace of Spades. It is a 3v3, yes, but they have more health. But Shadow able to finally find the frag after he does regenerate. Forbid's going to go down. Exempy going to chime in with one of his own. It's going to be all on the Smoke here in the 1v3 once again.
Yeah, these 1v3s not a pretty situation to be in. Getting pre-fired in the corner as well, getting taken down, and he's going to have to play this really well, really smart here, but he's getting pushed on from all the angles. Bomb will go down, and Smoke's just being chased right here. It's feeling like Terminator all over again, but he does have information, I think, on one. Gonna go for that quick peek right there, but he's trapped literally in between a rock and a hard place behind that house. It's just too difficult. He's out in the open, no way to clutch that situation. So a 1-3 advantage, and it looks like Arsenal are proving us wrong. 1-3. They've gotten so many rounds in a row. Ace of Spades winning the opening one, but not finding anything after that.
Of course, Arsenal here being very great on the attack, and finally Ace of Spades have caught on. They're going to commit 3 members, actually 4, just to hold on to the A site here, and committing only a single member towards the B site. That was going to be at least evil, and he's going to go down for Bid. As he goes down here for the side of the Ace of Spades, that's going to be the B site entirely right for the taking, but they're not going to go for B site just yet, it seems. Arsenal, they're still keen for going for the A site. They do finally filter off, and they're going to file into the B site now, and they're going to try and get the bomb plan down. Of course, they did have Evil to push up and in to clear the site first if anything awry was happening. But as Mason is finally going to catch on, he's going to try and check the flanks, and the B will get planted now. The bomb is going to get planted, and it's going to be Mikasu actually trying to support him here.
Yeah, Shadow right now here, he's left all alone, trying to regroup with his teammates as Asta gets taken down very low, lower than half as well. Rocket coming out, not gonna be finding its mark though. Makusu will go down in the end. Shadow looking for that shot. Will it be actually Evil who actually does prevail in the end? Because sometimes Evil does prevail. And now Mason in a 1v2 situation, he does get taken out by Shadow, and that's gonna be a quick 4-1. What is happening to Ace of Spades? They are crumbling. It seems like they need to find a trump card, then they need to find it fast.
Seems like the cards they've been dealt haven't really been played to their fullest effect, as Ace of Spades, although they have the information that Arsenal are very keen for going for Alpha, they've only adjusted now coming into round 5, and so round 6 is when you switch on over to the half. We're going to see if they're going to be able to switch things around. Hopefully, for their sake, they can play the attack a lot better than they did on the defense, because their adjustments on the defense took way too long to really be set into play. Hakuna Matata, though, able to find a frag with Smoke as well chiming in, so that's going to be a double opening pick. And Arsenal already a man left down, and so Vague is going to be the last one left alive. Nothing vague about that. He's going to have to go for a clutch here, going to push through the Smoke. And well, as he goes all the way towards the back of Bakery, he does spot out Smoke in what is aptly named another Smoke. He's going to have to try and bring this back into 1v4, and that's not the best situation to be in.
Finds one, though, so he does make that go in his way, but still has 3 heads left to pop, but looking for another one. He actually might make this work. Gets another, though. They're all crouching. Everybody's low. Vaging manages to get around the corner, though, somehow getting one down low. He finds another one, but no, he's going to be denied the clutch as he almost gets that kill. If he gets that kill onto Hakuna Matata, he actually might have made this work, and Arsenal showing a little bit too much force in that round. Ace of Spades will capitalize on that mistake.
Man, Arsenal are playing really insane right now. They have, although given up this round, the first round of the attack, there is a good, I do believe that their defense is showing really good signs. They just unfortunately lost a lot of members early on, and once again it's happening here. Imikasu with the opening double pick with a sniper rifle. Exempi, though, is able to try one back. Smoke will be going down, and that is a big player. He has been their support. It does seem so, at least for this best of 3 series that we're going to be playing right now, because he's the last one typically left alive, and Asta will chime in. He's going to find Hakuna Matata. Many worries for him as Mikasu also goes down. A double kill now for Asta. Double kill for either way, and it's going to be a 3 versus 2 situation in the favor of Arsenal here on the defensive side.
Yeah, Mason here lurking in this corner will pull out the shotgun. Not going to finding that shot that he needs desperately. Forbid will be denied as well. Now it's all up to Mason, and he's going to be taken down really quickly as well. And Arsenal will be now onto match point, bringing us in a 5-2 score against Ace of Spades.
This is a great start here by Arsenal. Definitely showing that they're nothing to be scoffed at, and they're definitely a formidable team to be going against. Now that I see what Arsenal have been doing here on Search and Destroy, I kind of have to say, my opinions have been flipped entirely. I do feel like Arsenal are already well underway to taking this map, and maybe even the series after this if Ace of Spades can't come back. It is now a 3v3 situation, and that does typically favor the attacking side, but we're going to see how Ace of Spades are going to continue to play that out. It is going to be them with their backs against the wall, as it is now a 3v2 in the favor here. Ace of Spades not able to confirm the frag there, Asta. That was a very important one for him to find, as he could have brought it down to a 2v2. The bomb will get planted down here towards the A site, and well, they're going to be with their backs against the wall as Arsenal have to go for the retake.
Yeah, now Arsenal currently in a good spot here, in a decent spot, but Ace of Spades should be able to close out this round if they can survive that retake, especially after getting that pick off right there. Vague is the only one left standing. I'm looking for another attempt at a clutch, pulling out the sniper, going for the quick scope. Not going to happen. Will go down from the side, and it's going to be Mason to prevail. And it's going to be Ace of Spades bringing us to a 3-5 scoreline. Still match point for Arsenal, but Ace of Spades definitely making this interesting. If they win another one, they could definitely, I think the comeback is going to be very possible.
Ace of Spades taking things a bit slower. Even if they find the opening picks, they don't necessarily pounce on the opening that has made. A great push by Hakuna Matata. No worries for your troubles. And he's going to find a double kill to start things off here for Ace of Spades. That's exactly the start that they needed to come back into this game. And Hakuna Matata, he might just find a third here. He's going to push up. It's actually going to give Forbid the space to find the frag. And as they got the bomb planted down on the B site, it's going to be Ace of Spades now up with only a single member here for Arsenal left alive. Of course, it is evil, and in certain situations he can prevail, but this one might be too difficult. Almost gets the collateral, actually. It's going to be Mikasu to find it. And Ace of Spades are around the way from tying this all up to get it to match point for either side.
Yeah, that was a good shot to land, though, but no collateral coming out. He does get traded down so quickly. The double peek was effective, does shut him down, and it's bringing us now to almost a tie game. Ace of Spades, if they win this, they can definitely bring it back, The momentum has definitely shifted here. But speaking of, Hakuna Matata and Makusu already dropped this early on, so this is really bad for the side of Ace of Spades. They've already lost 3. Shadow finds another kill. Mason trying to find 1. He does bring it back, but he's left all alone with almost no HP, and this is going to be the clutch of his life, and they're hunting for him real hard right now. Mason getting 1 down low, not gonna find it, and that's gonna be Arsenal taking us to a 1-0, 6-4 scoreline against Ace of Spades.
Great start by Arsenal, not the one we were expecting, but it's the one we got, and I love to see it. Proving us wrong, Arsenal here. Great start by them once again to get it 6-4, of course. Ace of Spades tried to make it close in the end, but I mean, if you guys are a gambling man, then Ace of Spades are certainly a team that you can bet on to try and bring it back here on map number 2. So, Arsenal, while they did get a great start, Ace of Spades are still in this one. We can see if we're gonna see, rather, if they're gonna be able to bring it back on a hard point.
I think it's going to be very possible to make that comeback here. So going back to our discussion on both of these teams, Ace of Spades has, been sort of pegged as a top tier 2 team that is really quickly on the rising. And actually Arsenal, are, always been really quite a formidable team. They've been around for a while here, but in terms of momentum, I guess the reason why I called out Ace of Spades and I said that Ace of Spades would be going for this is because they have been doing so well lately, just not in that first game. This is the first time I think that Ace of Spades actually has historically dropped the map. So we'll go and see if they can make this comeback happen. So it's going to be hard point next, and this is definitely, I think, a better opportunity for Ace of Spades to come out and shine here, especially in this one. But let's talk about the individual performances of the members here. Arsenal, XMP did absolutely fantastic in that last game, and Vague as well, getting so many clutches for almost getting that amazing clutch. I think it was a 1v3 that he almost did. Asta as well, having a little bit trouble in the start, but eventually waking up later on. Now, for the side of Ace of Spades, Hakuna Matata in particular and Mason did a lot of great work on that one. So we'll be looking at them in particular in the upcoming matches.
Definitely so. I mean, Evil, of course, and Asta, both very great plays there. Shadow, typically the last one left alive, was typically up to him to clutch it out for Arsenal, and in some cases he can definitely do that. But we're gonna move on over to a respawn game mode once as well, and honestly, even if Ace of Spades take map number 2, that first performance by Arsenal kind of flipped my opinions a bit, and I feel like now they might just take a map number 3 if it ever comes to that. We're just waiting for everything to get ready and going as, well, man, what a great start. Arsenal definitely showing their prowess here and definitely living up to their name. Different styles of play, of course, coming from both teams, and once again, man, if Ace of Spades are going to be able to bring it back here on map number 2, I don't think it's going to be easy at all. Hell, I think like the only way they can really bring it back here on map number 2, not to discredit them, but after that performance being shown by Arsenal, I feel like, it's going to have to be a comeback. I feel like Arsenal are going to come back, or rather going to start it off really tried and true and really strong to start the game off map number 2, but in the end, I feel like Ace of Spades will have a good chance to bring it back in the later half of our map number 2.
Well, let's take a quick look before we talk about this match anymore. Let's take a quick look at what else we're going to have across the board here. So let's take a look at the bracket and see what we've got on our hands in the coming days and who the winners of this game will probably face. But let's do that later. Let's do that now. So really quickly, it's going to be Tribe facing against whoever wins this in the next days, and Yukio Esports against Easy Money. But let's go straight into the game because we're ready to dive into the second game of the second series, as Arsenal are currently in the lead against Ace of Spades, who are sitting at 0, and right now we find ourselves on hardpoint.
We definitely do. Arsenal here, already up a map, and we're going to try and bring it home to a quick 2-0. Let's see if Ace of Spades can do something about this. Hardpoint is going to start off, of course, here towards mid. And Evil, a double kill to start all off. That's the start that they needed, and Ace of Spades are going to actually find a double kill of their own with Hakuna Matata. A point going in the way of Ace of Spades, but Arsenal not able to stop this for now. They do finally take the point for themselves. They're going to bleed it out the opposing way, as Ace of Spades not in a position to try and stop this. Of course, they do have long-range control, but they cannot exactly get on the point itself to bleed points out. They do have a single member on it, and that's going to help their cause, but Arsenal, they are going to be able to regroup as they're playing from top spawn. I don't think that was the best idea there, but Vague is able to find smoke, and, well, the points are now all equalized up, and Arsenal have taken the lead.
Yeah. Vig just denying anybody coming up from that angle. He's holding this really well, actually molotoving anybody trying to push up under him. Here's the footsteps and does make it work. Arsenal with really good position here. They're primed and ready, 14 points to 9. Nobody's really contesting the point really that much yet. They can't really hold it because this point's very, very hard to control actually. And so the next point actually falling into the hands of Ace of Spades, and they're making this work for themselves right now.
They definitely are, but point is being contested right now, and it has flipped on over here to the bottom of tower. As they tried to push in for it, it does seem like the early control has been taken by Ace of Spades. Arsenal, though, not that far behind in terms of points, so they can definitely come back with this. As Mason YouTube is able to find a double kill on Aztec Shadow. He's able to find a third as well on Exampi. That's a great find there by Mason, boosting over the dumpster. As they try and push in here now for the side of Arsenal. Gonna try and stop it from happening, but a great Molotov by Mason to find a kill on the Shadow. He's on the 4K right now and keeping it rolling. Almost finds a 5th on the Evil, but they're gonna stop that from happening now. Arsenal, it's their time to try and bleed the points back their way, as they're only down 15 now and counting, as the timer is gonna close and off. They're actually gonna tie this all up here at the end of this point, at least close enough. But never mind, Ace of Spades, do take it back. We're gonna flip on over. Where are we gonna go? I believe it's gonna go towards the bottom spawn house, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. No, top spawn actually. So it's gonna happen.
Vig holding this, yeah, it is, and Vig holding this upper angle now. Actually, smoke will go down in the end as Hakuna Matata actually picks up one for his team. And Shadow will try to lurk from the background, will get shot down on himself. And Makusu holding this point on his own, staying with him for a moment, not exactly finding anybody. And Ace of Spades have really brought this back. They're significantly in the lead now, and Execute looking to come in here. All the members of Arsenal trying to push in, but Smoke holding strong here, getting one, proning down, is able to somehow stay alive as well. And Makusu will get one more, will destroy that UAV to deny any more map presence. Now finally Arsenal coming into that hard point right there, not going to be able to hold it just yet, but Shadow from the top doing some work for himself. And Evil now lurking as well in the back, looking to get that roll, and he actually gets 2 somehow with a katana, finding both of those kills. Amazing from him, and gets another one, and 5. What is he doing? How does he get 5 in a row? Just being an absolute ninja. Is this Kill Bill that we are watching? He's gonna find a 6. Nothing can stop this man. What is he doing? He finally dies to a Molotov. That's anticlimactic. That he dies to a Molotov. That's anticlimactic.
He just ran into it. But a great play there by Evil. He actually found a 6 before all of that off of the screen. But man, what a great start though here by Ace of Spades to at least try and take some control and try and take this map number 2 back. They are halfway through the 50 points, 150 points rather, as the bottom spawn hard point is being controlled by them. Arsenal though have a good chance to retake this. You're gonna be regrouping, and there's nobody really them to stop their train coming down here. Shadow will find the frag and Vig. He's actually gonna find a lot of info that nobody is really pushing up here for Ace of Spades. They know it's gonna flip towards top spawn. That is the only place that the hard point can really flip to now, as it's about to expire in just a second, and they're gonna take easy and early control of it. Now, what they have to do is stop Ace of Spades from retaking now the control that they've taken here on top spawn. They do have a good hold on to it, and so they're gonna try them on that. If they can hold on to this entire point, then they're gonna be literally equalizing everything all up 103.
Yeah, this is going to be a difficult situation to come back from. You know, it's 40 points, but currently they're working towards it, and I think it's very possible that they will do it. Hakuna Matata getting 2 for himself. He does pick up a couple of kills to help them progress a little bit longer and keep Ace of Spades at bay. Now Hakuna Matata will be getting that spray down. No, doesn't actually find it. And, you know, in the end, it's still going to be Arsenal in possession, closing down that scoreline gap that we are actually seeing.
Definitely true though. So 103-91, and it does seem like Arsenal are about to tie it all up here, and that was a great hold and a great call to just fall back and in to the top spawn, hold it for the entire way through. And as I said, if they hold it through, we're going to be tied up 103-103, and that's exactly what happens here. Although Ace of Spades have now taken control of the hard point as well. It's going to flip back on over to where we all started here towards the pillars in mid. And so Ace of Spades, they did take initial early control of it, but Arsenal are able to run it back. They're able to take control of it to tie it all up once again. But it is now control been seized by Ace of Spades, as they do get a great flank by Hakuna Matata. But another ninja double kill now by Shadow. It seems like Arsenal are going to bring out the swords here, and they're going to do exactly what Knives did to them. You're going to find the triple kill here there before Shadow goes down. But Arsenal still do have control here of pillars, and Ace of Spades are going to try to stop it from happening. And, well, it seems like they're successful in doing so for now.
Yeah, that is Arsenal finding the lead this time around. Can they hold on to it? It will be the question. Ace of Spades needs to get a little bit luck here as Evil does some work getting the down onto Mason here. Trying to find another one, sees Hakuna Matata, spots him out, going for that pre-fire, does land it, does it nicely as well. And we are at a very, very close game, 112 to 118. Xempi looking to do some work, going for that long-range spray. Will find one, no, but he's surrounded at the moment. Somehow manages to find something despite being in that bad situation. His teammates helping him out, though, as everybody from Ace of Spades dropping left and right. Arsenal right now at a currently fantastic spot to take this, and they've locked out Ace of Spades for very, very long. Now Asta trying to get that spray down as well. He does find one. He could find another. He does, in fact, and that's going to be 2 for him. And Ace of Spades currently in a very, very bad situation.
Arsenal are only 10 points away now from getting this map number 2 and seizing here this best of 3 series. They're 5 points away. Control has been removed from them for now. Ace of Spades have to take control of this as Arsenal are going to bleed the points out. And it's going to be map number 2 and this series going to Arsenal. A quick 2-0 flush here against Ace of Spades. And a great play by Arsenal.
Yeah, what a great game we just saw. Ace of Spades getting absolutely demolished. You know, Arsenal, they were absolutely amazing. What a great amount of comebacks from them. They did so well. Unfortunately for Ace of Spades, we will not see them go to a third map, and we will not see them advance. But congratulations to Arsenal, proving us wrong that we absolutely know nothing and that they are now they are now advancing into the final, and we'll be expecting to go up against Tribe in the semifinal, which will be happening. Speaking of which, when will that be happening? The semifinals and the grand final will be happening on the 15th and the 16th of August. So if you guys are excited to tune in for that, make sure to check it out right here. And if you want to play with us or hang out or participate in these tournaments, make sure you join Stax's Game House. That's discord.gg/ I'm not going to read that out loud. You can do that for yourselves. You guys are big boys and girls. And $600 prize pool will be up for grabs. But before we talk about anything more, let's go and take a quick look at the bracket itself and see where we've ended up.
We're going to have Tribe and Arsenal vying for who is going to come out on top of the bracket for the Superstars. On the other side, as we saw yesterday, the 2 teams that are going to be moving over from the Rising Amateurs is going to be Ukiyo Esports and Easy Money, guys. Mark the date. August 15th and 16th, same time. We're going to be having more games here. We're going to find out on the 15th who's going to be moving over to the grand finals, and on the 16th we're going to see who are going to vie to defend the titles and rather take the ones for Rising Amateurs or the Superstars.
Yeah, and before we go, we still have a couple more things to talk about. One of the things being the final few days, it's going to be one heck of a fight because we got matches that are going to be so hard to predict. I will say, though, the Tribe is looking to be the absolute favorite in this tournament. They are looking very, very dominant here, but things got kind of a little bit rough against Seminole in that first game, so they do bleed. It is possible to defeat them here. So we'll see whether Arsenal can do it, whether they can pull it off. If I'm going to say, I think Arsenal has the best chance at beating them, but you never know. The players from the Rising Amateurs might be able to do it for themselves. What about you guys at home? Do you guys think anyone will be able to take out Tribe? It's going to be a rough one, so let us know. But of course, it is now time for us to say goodbye because this has been the last game. So we'll try to continue this a little bit later on. We do have more games coming your way. That's the 15th and 16th. So again, I'm Illustrato. Joining me, Black and Blue. We've been your commentators. We've been your casters. And we'll see you again on the 15th. That's going to be the semifinals and 16th for the grand final. So stay there. But in the meantime, it's going to be a good night and good game for everybody, for us, and we'll see you on the next one.